welcome to TRT World. Lauren, great to have you with us. Give us a sense of how badly the drought is affecting Kenya right now.
Thank you very much for having me. The situation in Kenya is the worst that Kenya has seen in about 40 years. The 4.4 million people that are food insecure are mostly in the northern counties of Kenya, and they haven't seen rain in 5 rainy seasons. And we're predicting that that may continue on to a 6th rainy season. So it is quite serious, and it is affecting particularly the most vulnerable populations, that being of women and children. We're looking at nearly 1 million children who are already malnourished.
And talk to us a bit more about the impact that this is having on people's health, on children's health, and also on animals, livestock.
Yes, thank you. We've seen nearly 2.4 million livestock already killed due to drought. And you have to remember that livestock is one of the most core components of the economy in northern Kenya. And so we factor that maybe it's been $1 billion of loss to the economy by all of these livestock deaths. Yeah. But that also means that there's not any meat to eat and milk for children. And that's absolutely essential to making sure that they stay healthy and don't become malnourished. As you can see from these photos, water is also an essential element. Absolutely. The lack of water really what is affected so critically, both livestock and people.
It's heartbreaking. And as you're speaking, we're looking at those images of sadly dead livestock there. And the water, there are also images there of dried up water beds, and also people who have made wells to go and dig all the way down to get water. What impact is that having?
You know, you need water for life. And if you don't have enough water, it really becomes your daily task. And we've really seen this critically with women and girls. They are often sent to fetch water. It's very far from their houses. It poses security concerns for them traveling to reach water, and then they have to carry it back. Also, you'll see that it's very precarious. They go down into these hand-dug wells.
Yeah, just looking at one now, yeah.
To reach this water, those wells can cave in, and it takes nearly your entire day or maybe longer to go and come for water, which means you don't go to school if you're a young girl, because this is your main occupation.
Wow, just to go and get water is your main occupation. That's incredibly concerning. And talk to us a bit more about what else, Lauren, is behind the food insecurity.
Well, quite frankly, we all know it's a part and parcel of climate change. Droughts often happen in Kenya, but we could predict them happening maybe once every 5 years. They weren't something that were so critical, so severe, and they didn't happen so frequently. Now we can look at a drought happening almost every 2 years. So you barely have time to recover from the first drought before you're seeing another. And the impact, particularly on children under 5 and their malnourishment, is one of the critical factors that we're looking at.
So what solutions are there? How is the government planning to tackle or mitigate those repeated droughts in Kenya and the rest of the Horn of Africa?
Yeah, the real key is the one word we say, resilience. And that's basically that people have to adapt to a new reality, to the fact that they aren't going to be able to grow the crops they used to grow, or in the way they used to, or where they used to grow them. And they need to change their livelihoods. It's a difficult change. But this is something that has to happen. We can't consider that this is just a freak event. We have to now consider this is the new normal, and we have to change the lives of the people that live in this area to really make sure they can survive and thrive in a new environment.
A new normal. Lauren Landis, Country Director of the World Food Programme in Kenya, thank you so much for speaking to us today about this very important subject here at CRT World. Thank you.